Mary with Sayre Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your November 8th through the 15th weekly tarot. So what we're going to do today is we are going to pull a couple different oracle cards and then go from there. I do plan on getting some new decks. I just won't be able to till after Christmas. So anyway, let's get started. Into the unknown. Okay. And then we're going to pull one of these. This is the Ancestors and Angels. Now this is 7. This is 7. So this card is about trust. Sometimes we don't know how things are going to unfold. We do have our desires out in the cosmos. We have the desires. We have our plan, our life's plan, kind of in a way. And we have lessons too. And let's pull one of these. This is, and then we have the Great Teacher here. So learn from spiritual experience. So we're going to take a quick look at Into the Unknown for you. So trust and all will be revealed. There it is. Okay, life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will rise up that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times, so buckle up. That was me that said that. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into the unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Isn't that awesome? Whatever your inquiry, trust that you will be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. And you should like that because, no, you shouldn't, whatever, but you guys like information. Virgo. My mouth is not working right, so I apologize if I sound weird. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I do coffee, and it's late, so I'm tired. Just in case you wondered. Okay, now, and so the Great Teacher talks about learning from spiritual experience. So it looks like that you might be buckling up for a great spiritual experience or awakening or opening or something. So, okay. You may feel like you can't see what's ahead, and it is about the trust. I've been in that mode for about a year now. I swear. I'm just kind of used to it. I'm like, okay, I know you got me. If not, then I'll figure out how to deal with it, and it seems to work out okay. So the Great Teacher, not only will you find a great teacher, you actually are becoming a great teacher. So that's something else that you should probably know. That because I'm having trouble getting these shuffled. I'd say, what do I have to teach? Well, what deal? Oh, just a moment, my kitty's at the door. Hey, sorry about that. My cat, she goes outside like a dog, so I taught her to go outside like a dog, so she scratched on the door. Hey, Mom, let me out. Yeah, she doesn't talk. We have this mind melt thing that we do. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have 3 of Pentacles, so I'm just going to pull them and then we're going to go from there. We have 7 of Swords reversed. We have, 5 of Swords. Got some turmoil going on. Okay, we have 8 of Pentacles. Page of Cups reversed. The Magician. Beautiful. Alright. This is it's like a Mercury energy, I think. Okay. Well, I could see why we got that whole buckle up thing and trust why you're going into the unknown, Virgo. Let me tell you, there's some stuff going on. it looks like, well, it's a card of like apprentice, learning, right? Three of Pentacles is about working with other people, learning. Like if you went to a new job and you were working together with other people, so you're working together with other people, okay? Then we have this deceiving card, this card of deception. And like stealing, deception, hiding things. But it's reversed. So it's like maybe getting past a battle, or like healing from this, right? From working with people that were doing this to you. I'm going to say this is you, Virgo, but it could be opposite where it's the other party. Could resonate all or in part, of course. And then, so working with people. So we had working with people that were doing this to you. And then, maybe you had to go through some kind of battle. It was difficult. And it's not the way you wanted to go, right? It's not the way people wanted to go down. But, there's a victory here. There's a victory, but there isn't. Because whenever you have battles, there's really no victory, right? Because there's bodies everywhere. Things were said. Actions can't be taken back, right? But then I have this card, Eight of Pentacles. So this is really interesting. Because this is Earth, and you are Earth, of course. Apprentice, bunch of crap, right? And then we have mastery. Well, what do you know? What did you master, Virgo? Pretty cool, huh? Well, maybe somebody mastered that they didn't need an apology. They were going to, I don't know, not accept a small offer of love. It feels like as if this was Virgo saying, now that I'm getting a hold of my life, I'm mastering kind of what happened here. I'm integrating, like reaching a place of, coming to terms with it, making your life stable again, or something like that. It's like stability, mastery. I'm not taking little measly offers of love. I'm not taking the apologies. Oh no, things are different because it's like that situation or people or person, they were great teachers, weren't they? However we look at it, pain teaches too, right? Okay, then we have the Magician, but look at me now. Look at you now, Virgo. You're all, you mastered where you're at. There's something about what just happened, what you've been through, that you have this aha moment. Man, wait a minute. It's like you come to the terms of, wait a minute, I'm like pretty awesome person. Like, you're a pretty awesome person. What am I putting up with? I got this and I got this and I got this. I got the fire, I got the love, I got the, I got the swords and I got the wands. Or I said wands, but I got the pentacles. So you have all the different elements. You could create so much. Why aren't you creating it? It's like, why aren't I creating this for myself? What am I giving it away to somebody to create for me? Of course they're not going to create it for me. That's when you get to place of self-mastery, when you go, wait a minute. I can create whatever I want. And you can. We all can. We're all coming to terms like, why was I giving my power away? Now, that doesn't mean that it's okay for anybody to abuse us or take advantage of us or lie to us or cheat on us or anything like that. No. And the same, we're responsible if we do that. But it's something about how we're showing up, who we're going out with. All of the little choices add up to the big picture, right? They after the battle is over, go, well, I don't know if I really want to do that again. Let me look at the situation. That's where you get mastery over your life. And man, am I really talking fast. Hope you can understand me. I haven't done a reading in 2 days, and it's been itching me bad. It's like, come on. It's like, we need to talk. Like, they're on, we need to talk. So let's talk about the Three of Pentacles here. Well, the Hanging Man reversed. That's when, working with those other people, we couldn't see. It was like we couldn't see from a different place than where we were at, right? There's something, so we couldn't get the other perspective. When the energy is all chaotic, it's hard to see clearly or think clearly because you don't have that peace, right? Because it keeps you off balance, therefore easier to manipulate and harder to make decisions. I have a King of Pentacles here reversed, and it's hard to obtain that place of stability and that rising above it when you're just off balance. You're not grounded, and so this affects everything. It affects how you nurture yourself. It affects what you can create. What you can maintain. It does affect your abundance. And so the King of Pentacles, this could represent somebody or it could represent you, this, like being a great block to you being in your power and kind of rising above it and being stable and being calm and nurturing enough to go, not today, mister, because we get caught up with the chaos. So... okay, so right now we're talking about, okay, no, this goes over here. So I have the Two of Pentacles. This is, in different readings it means different things to me. So in this reading right here, it's no longer being able to juggle that kind of energy, no longer being able to juggle or be juggled. And I don't know why my arm's itching here, but just thought I'd point that out just because I keep doing it. Anyway. Okay, so I think it's both sides. The juggling energy, juggling the thoughts, juggling people's excuses, like processing what they tell you. And it's like processing what happened. And then somehow you're being juggled in them. So them not showing up for you. Right. So the juggling of your thoughts, it kind of feels like confusion. Keeping you confused. And okay. So we're going to talk about the Seven of Swords reverse, right? That's a deception. And either getting past it or... it does feel like it's the past. And it's a change of fate, Wheel of Fortune. When it's upright, I always want to say, So I made you laugh, maybe. Changing your fate by actually looking at things the way they are, it does change our fate, because if we're in denial or we're in that blame place, then we're in a powerless place. And once we get to a place of, okay, I don't want to admit this is it, but this looks like what's going on. It gives us power, because then we can actually try to see the truth as much as possible, even if somebody's not willing to speak it. Does that make sense? All right, and then we have the Three of Cups here. So the Three of Cups is about celebration, and this sometimes seems like an innocent card, but it could be also a card of, or it's like get-togethers, celebration, parties. Let's get one more card there. Okay, so, and I have the Eight of Swords reversed. So this means getting out of that place of anxiety, that place of deception, okay? So this has a twofold thing going on here, so I want to talk about that. Okay. You deserve to be able to celebrate the changes and the mastery of your life, and celebrate leaving whatever you had to leave behind. Okay? And not everybody is that way. Because this is also, could be like third party, so sometimes it sneaks its way into some of the happiest cards, but it seems like not everybody's that way. But that's what mastering your life is about. That you can see it. You take your time. You don't go out drinking and, meet somebody and give them your phone number. I mean, you could, but you see, the state of mind we are when we're drinking, and this is just an example, may be a little bit lower vibration because, well, drinking is called spirits, right? Drinking takes you out of who you are every day. Unless you drink every day, but, that's something completely different. But, you see, it's an altered state. So, it's hard to really evaluate people for who they are in an altered state. So, just something to consider. I don't know who that's for, but, okay. Anyway, let's talk about the Five of Swords here. So, you can celebrate, but, know your limitations. It's about remembering the mistakes we made in the past and not to repeat them, or otherwise we may get the same results. So, okay. So, Five of Swords. So, that's about the battle. Somebody felt like they kind of won the battle but lost the war. You know how that goes? Because there's bodies and there's people crying and yeah, somebody got all the swords, but that's tough. It's a tough place. Things were said, and it could be that's it. Things were said, and at one time you felt like this was the love of your life, or the person that was made for you. Maybe even thought that was your twin flame. But you see that? They're contradicting, aren't they? Get another card. Kind of speaks for itself almost. King of Swords. The King of Swords asks you, Virgo, what's the truth? What do you know to be true? What do you know to be true in this situation? Was there a battle over ego? Was there? But the truth is that I had a close connection with this person. The things that you learn and the things that you know are important here. But this needs to be grounded. I mean, this needs to be in the here and now, not in what I felt and how could this happen. It's about dealing with what the reality is, so that good decisions can be made. And I know that you know that, but we all can get lost in our ho-hum in our emotions. That keep us off balance. The Queen of Cups reverses. She's a queen that's not handling her emotions well. So that's when we second guess ourselves. That's when we're easy to manipulate. That's when we make, we don't make the best decisions. So something to keep in mind. This is also somebody that when the Queen of Cups is, when this energy, now it could be a water sign. That would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. When this person, it's feminine energy, it could be either one though. When she's reversed, she can be vindictive, undermining, controlling, and really jealous of everything. Not just like jealous of people's success and all kinds of different things. And she's very manipulative. So, the truth needs to be seen about this person that's been so manipulative in your life. Or if you're the one that's being manipulative. So, something to look at. Because it's all part of this relationship and about this fight and about it's like inner and outer turmoil because, it's whatever we feel, so above, so below, internal and out and external. If we're in a state of having trouble with our vibration, then we will attract the same thing. That's why I was saying, it's off the table. She's off the table. Like when you go do substances, and it changes your vibration, you see? It makes you more vulnerable, especially drinking. I don't know who that's for, but okay. So 8 of Pentacles, this is self-mastery, right? Mastering my life. It's really about like a job, like mastering. It could be getting your master's, but it could be mastering your life. Okay, I got this, that, this, and then. So This is a place of accomplishment. It is a place of accomplishment. And then we have the Ten of Cups reversed. So, you know, sometimes, let me get another card. Let me get another card. Okay, so I'm hearing, how can I master my life and all this, and yet I do this. I haven't been happy in love or with the family. How come I don't have my family? And it's like, this is Ten of Cups reverse is, you know, unable, like maybe unable to obtain that happy family. Why can't I get there? Well, it depends on how recently you did this work. Now, you have to be able, not have to be able to do anything, but if you're able to maintain this vibration and say no to the things that maybe you said yes to that wasn't the best for you, then it takes time to change the vibration. And in that time, you can find yourself again, like your passion, like what you want. You can stabilize yourself so nobody can shake you, you see? So if you go into the unknown, you know you'll remain who you are. You see? It's confidence. It's, hang on a second. It's being able to sleep with your decisions and not second guess yourself. Okay? And so I have the King of Wands here. It's looking for the one. King of Wands is about somebody with passion. Somebody is finding the passion that you want, that you've been looking for in others and yourself. That's what I'm getting out of this. Not looking outside of yourself for this. If you can find the passion within you and work from a place of passion and inspiration, then you won't be led by your passions. You won't be led by your loneliness, you see, because you've already embraced what you're looking for. Does that make sense? Because you fill your own cup, you feel your own passion. This is part of the self-mastery, is being able to pull your passion out of this. It's your base, it's not your sacral chakra, because that's where your sacred is. Sacred everything. Sacred life, sacred sex, sacred creation. It's all the same creation energy. So channeling that into your life and creating your life is important. If that's part of the self-mastery. That's part of mastering your life. Okay. So let's talk about this, you know, considering what we're willing to accept as far as someone's offer. Or it could be waiting for an apology, but Six of Swords says, I'm moving away from that way of living, right? I'm moving away from expecting somebody to come and give something to me. Six of Wands says, you can be successful. 2 sixes there, by the way. Yeah, you can be successful moving forward. You don't have to wait for somebody to bring it to you. See? Isn't that beautiful? So this, you know, even if it was upright, it wouldn't be enough for you. Not now. And you don't need to wait for that. Whoever you meet on the way, look at you got movement going on. You got, hey, I got my knowledge. I'm in my boat, going on vacation. You're leading your own boat. Look at that. Knowledge, truth. You're not even hiding. You just try not to be cold. No. And then this is the Six of Wands. This is success, victory. It's a hero's parade. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, Seven of Cups says, I needed to... With Seven of Cups reverse is like, well, looking at past decisions, that's what that reminds me of. Because this is about confusion and fantasy and what's in those cups that I can't see. Well, what if I'm making the wrong decision? Well, how did that, you know, then you wait until you have enough information to make the right decision. Really simple. Keeping it simple. In a grounded place. Because, so you're moving away from that place of worrying about making the wrong decisions. Because it's about confidence. It's about, if for some reason we make a wrong decision, then it's a lesson. But remembering those red flags, the ones that, you know now. So, lastly, we're going to look at the magician here, okay? Uh-oh. The magician says, I can create anything. I have more control than I know. I'm a master creator, right? Master manifester. But then we have this Two of Wands, so which way do I go, George? It's a little cartoon. There's two paths. Now, the key is, Virgo, is to be able to see what's down each path without actually taking a footstep. You can imagine if I took that path, what would that lead to? And you may already know to do that. But one of the things is to think about the path, and you can see it. It'll unfold right before you. Because into the unknown, that's what it says. Your path will unfold before you. And it is. All of our paths are. So, there's like one path here. One has birds on the one side, and one has kind of like storm clouds, but they're kind of red. All you have to do is think of the two paths, and you can know which one will lead you to sorrow and which one will lead you to whatever you do, whatever, because it could lead you to anything. But if you go back to something you know and that didn't work, but you're worried about giving somebody a chance, what's best for you, Virgo? What's best for you? Are you going to be happy down that path? Because if you say, well, part of life mastery is starting to understand where your happiness lies. That's the thing. I'll just leave it at that. If you understand what I'm saying. That we get separated, and this is separation or illness or whatever. Healing also. We get separated for a reason. And here it looks like the separation is so you could come back to you and master your life. It's not about somebody else's life. It's their life to master, you see. Their life to heal. This is your time to heal, your time to master, your time to dream. Oh, great teacher, to understand what you've learned, what it means. Okay, so Judgment Reverse. It is worrying about making the same mistakes. That it may not be over. It is up to you. If you can look at the past and you are worried about making the same mistake, then maybe that's something's telling you, do you want to make the same mistake? Because you can really see it clearly as long as you're honest with yourself. It's got to start with you. Because the Tower Reverse says you can only save something from crumbling for so long. And it's like you've come far, but then there's something else you don't want to look at. What is it you don't want to look at? You've done the good work. What is it that's going to put you back down that road? It's right there in front of you. Okay. Let's get a couple, just one of that. This is the eye to the art of the soul. So just working on that, think about what you still would like to change. If hurting somebody's feelings, or if abandoning somebody, or if feeling guilty wasn't a factor, what would you want to change? So, then start there, see how it feels, because that's the first place of honesty. Where are you feeling trapped? Like you don't have a choice. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm just going to feel it, Okay. I'm going to take one out of the middle, right here. Oh, my goodness. Well, this card talks about accepting the opportunity that is offered. This is your opportunity. And your homework for the week. I love you, Virgo. Think about that doorway. Take care.